Bunkhouse Reveal. Today on Renovating Alaska. Our homeowner was showing a portfolio of work and is expecting a luxury makeover of her bunkhouse. The bunkhouse is a mere 50 meters away from the main cabin, but will be Alone's only shelter should something happen to her main cabin here in remote Alaska.
Now don't open your eyes. You just keep your eyes closed. Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes closed. Don't worry about that. I want you to be good and surprised about all the renovations that I made to your bunkhouse here. All right, you go ahead and step on up. All right. Now don't open your eyes. And open that door and let yourself in. I gotta see my step. Don't open your eyes. Yeah, not with your eyes closed. Oh.
You like it, right? Right? You like it? You like what I done?
No, it's good. I like it, Dewey. Yeah. You can see that I put in all the finest finishes in this backup cabin for you, such as a wood burner. There's no sink. There's no bathroom. Are you sure about this?
But at least you got a wood burner.
Sure. A wood burning stove.
And you can see that, you know, I left you some extra doors.
Sure.
And I put in some insulation for you, so you'll be nice and warm in here.
I gotcha. Now look, I even made you a custom table. This is the highest quality table that you're going to find in all of Alaska. I made it with my own two hands, I did. Yep. I got you a fancy refrigerator. You got everything you need here with the wood stove to have yourself the finest kitchen in all of Alaska. And look, I even got you some beds too.
Yeah.
So you got a place to sleep.
Yeah, these are great.
Are you sure you like it?
Yeah.
You don't look like you like it.
Yeah, don't. It's just overwhelming. It's so luxurious. Yeah, it's overwhelming how nice everything is. Yeah.
Our homeowner doesn't appear to be very happy with Dewey's craftsmanship.
No, I do. I really like it.
Well, Miss Alone, thank you for your money. Thank you for hiring me to fix up your bunkhouse. I think you got yourself a fine little bunkhouse right here, and it's going to serve you well. Yep. And before you catch on to what I've done, I'm going to head on out. You have the rest of you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Enough joking aside. The bunkhouse is just a basic cabin. It's not anything fancy, no frills, but I am open to suggestions. If this was your backup cabin, what would you do to make it livable in the case of your main cabin becoming unlivable? Start the conversation in the comments down below. I'm curious to know what you guys would do with it if it was yours. As you can see, the front window is an old windshield, or it could be the back window. I should contact one of the previous owners and ask them if they know what vehicle this came out of. There's more foam on the outside of this, but it's been subject to the elements. And so that is one thing that I'll be doing, is scraping away this old foam because it's just basically powder, and putting up some new cladding on the outside of the bunkhouse. But what would you do other than that? What would you do internally to the bunkhouse to make it livable? Let me know in the comments down below. And while we're at it, let's go tour the rest of the outbuildings. I'll show you what else I got going on the property.
Dewey seems to have spotted a Sasquatch. Run, Dewey, run!
Now, one of the buildings that you've probably seen in some of my previous videos is the outhouse right here. And I'm not going to show you the inside. I'll spare you the details of that. But it's just a simple outhouse, though it is a two-seater, believe it or not. The funny story behind that I might tell in a future video, but right now I'll spare you the details once again. So, yep, just the outhouse. That's all that little building is right there. I could have sworn that was closed. Could have sworn. So I kind of showed this in the last video, but this is the original greenhouse here on the property. And as you can see, it is falling down in amongst itself here. Many of the panels have been ripped off or broken. And there's quite a bit of debris in here that will need to be cleaned up. But I'm going to try to salvage what I can. If there's any usable wood in here, I'll try to reuse what I can to rebuild the greenhouse elsewhere on the property. The reason that I'm not going to build it right here is because I actually want it closer to the cabin. And yeah, so I'm just going to salvage what I can and rebuild in a new location. As you can see, some of the wood is quite rotten, and yet other wood is just, you know, solid as can be. So, but we'll see what lies underneath all of this snow once summer rolls around. And I might take some of these panels and use them on the cold frame that is over there in the garden. It'll be really nice to be out here gardening and have that view. Those mountains are so amazingly beautiful. I'm just blown away every time I look at them. In some of my previous videos, you may have caught a glimpse of this building right there. So let's go check that out, shall we? I was on my way to film that structure over there in the distance that you can see. And along my path, I came across these tracks in the snow, and I thought that these were from a moose that had come through here recently. But as I look closer, they have toes, and they continue on down behind the property. What is that? Oh my goodness, that looks like Dewey's hat and boot. Uh-oh. I sure hope Dewey's okay. I swear I'm hearing things. It's probably just my imagination. The previous owner had a fascination, it appears, with the spray foam, because this is a log hexagon. He sprayed every bit of it with foam. You can see that it's made out of logs. If you look down there in the bottom, you can see 2 logs sticking out from the bottom. So I personally don't like to be back here by this building, especially right now, because I think there's a bear den just in the woods on the other side of this building. And so I don't really like to come back here when I can't really maneuver very easily because I have on the snowshoes. And again, this utilized car windows just like the shed. Previous owners, as you can see, used this as a chicken coop. And it may or may not retain that purpose. I'm still on the fence about whether or not I'll be raising chickens. If I do, they'll probably just be a seasonal livestock, because it gets so cold here that I can't imagine trying to keep them comfortable and warm when it is negative 50 for a couple weeks on end. So I have the door to this building shut, so I can't really get into it. And the door over there is barricaded with the snow, so that's why I'm coming in through the window. And I'm not sure what I'll use this for. Who knows? It's definitely an odd structure. This building, I'm pretty sure is going to get torn down just because it really doesn't serve a purpose for me. It's kind of an eyesore. I don't know. We'll see. When the contractor's out here working on the roof, he'll have a trailer out here for hauling away the previous roof. And so if I can get this beast ripped apart and hauled away at the same point, all the better. I'm paying for the dump anyhow. I might as well utilize it and get as much stuff off the property that I don't have a need for as possible. Oops. So this stack is actually the original stack. So this was 4 feet high, and there's about 2 feet of it buried underneath the ground still. So figure, start pulling from the top of it, work my way down. I know a lot of this wood is going to have to be restacked for next year to keep it dry for the next winter. I have more wood coming here in a couple of months, but I also have another project for a woodshed that I'll share with you guys in a future video. So be sure to stay tuned to my channel for that upcoming reveal of my new woodshed that is coming about, along with a lot of other projects, some which I've touched on in this video. But I also want to thank everybody for all your comments on all of my videos, and I love to see that the viewers on my channel are interacting with each other in the comment section. So thank you for keeping the conversation going. I learn a lot from you guys. I think other people are learning as they go through the comments as well. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Be sure to check out these videos, and I'll see you on the next one.
Poor Dewey. Did you see Sasquatch? He made a couple of appearances. Leave the times in the comments below.